Okay. Dear students, we are going to discuss the chapter 1 from physics, matter. What is matter? Matter is something that occupies space and has mass. Suppose this pencil is a matter, it occupies some space and it has mass. So anything that you see around you is matter. Anything that you don't see, that is also a matter. Suppose air is also a matter. How can you prove that? Very simple. Take an empty mug and try to push it in water. Does it goes inside? No. Because air is there. So water will not go inside because air has occupied some space. If you tilt the mug, then what will happen? Air will get some path to come out and water can go inside. So air also occupies space and air has mass that you can prove by taking an inflated balloon and weight. Okay, and compare the weight of a non-inflated balloon and an inflated one. And you will see that the inflated balloon has more weight than the non-inflated one. It proves that air has mass and occupies space. That's why air is a matter. So, whatever things you see around you, all are matter. There are three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. There are some other states also, that is plasma, that is another some other states of matter are also exist, but we will not discuss only about solid, liquid, and gas as it is given in your chapter. So, what are solid? What are the properties of solid? Solid is a shape, that is, solid is a state of matter that has a fixed shape. Solid has fixed shape. Its fixed shape will not change with time. Okay. So, and what for it has got this fixed shape? Because the molecules are tightly packed. Number one, molecules are tightly packed. It is hard and rigid. Okay. The intermolecular force, the force of attraction between the molecules, are very strong. Very strong. That's why the molecules are tightly packed. Okay. So intermolecular force is very strong. But intermolecular space is very less. Intermolecular space means the space between the molecules is very less. Okay. So in solid, you have seen it has got a fixed shape, it has got a fixed volume, the molecules are tightly packed, intermolecular force is very strong, and intermolecular space is very less. So it cannot be compressed. If you apply pressure, it cannot be compressed. Then the molecules doesn't move much because molecules don't have much space between them. Space is very less, so they are fixed in their position. Kinetic energy of the molecule is negligible. Then they have a they can have number of free surfaces. See, it's a surface, these are the surfaces. So it has got curved surface, then this is a circular one. So a solid shape can have number of free surfaces. Suppose if we compare, if we consider this, how many surfaces it has? This is one surface, this is one surface, this is one surface. So there are different free surfaces. So these are the properties of a solid. On the other hand, liquids are totally different. Liquids, what happens? The molecules are not tightly packed. They can move in the container. Okay. They cannot come out from the surface. So they can move in any direction. they have some intermolecular force in them, and their intermolecular force of attraction is less than solid. Even they are strongly attracted, but the intermolecular force is less than the solid, and the intermolecular space is more than the solid, and they are also not compressible. We cannot compress liquid so easily. And what happens? Their free surface is only one, only the upper one is the free surface. So these are the properties of a liquid. So we can say, we can sum up, the liquids are what? And they have a definite volume. One, if it is 1 liter, it will remain as 1 liter only. It will not become more. So they have a definite volume, but they do not have definite shape. If you keep them in a container, they will take the shape of that particular container. So the liquids, their molecules are not rigid, means rigidity is less. Molecules can move around in the container. So in so we can say that in liquids they have a definite volume, but they do not have definite shape. Number one. Number two, their molecules are not so tightly packed. They have some space which is more than the solid. Intermolecular space is more than the solid. Intermolecular force is less than the solid, and they are also not compressible. It is not easy to compress liquids, and they have only one free surface, that is the top surface, upper surface. So these are the properties of a liquid, and liquids can flow, the layers can flow over layers, so they can flow, and they apply pressure only in the surroundings of the container. So these are the properties of a liquid. Now we are coming to gas. Gas, they have they have large space between the molecules. That's why they don't have fixed shape, neither fixed shape nor fixed volume. Okay, shape is also no fixed shape and no fixed volume. Okay, gas, they do not have definite shape, they do not have definite volume. The molecules can move easily. That's why the intermolecular force of attraction is negligible. Their intermolecular space is much more than the liquids. They are compressible. We can compress gas by decreasing temperature and increasing pressure. Gas can be compressed easily, and they do not have any free surface. So, and as you say, that is, gas can occupy a simple, uh, if one bottle contains some gas, if you open the bottle, that gas can easily occupy the whole room. Okay, so very easily the molecules move very fast. That's why they have highest kinetic energy among all the states of matter. So kinetic energy is very high, and their vibration, when it is heated, the vibration is also very high. So then they can flow easily. So these are the properties of a gas. So we can see that if we compare the properties of solid, liquid and gas, what makes them different is the intermolecular force of attraction, the intermolecular space between the molecules. These are the main things which makes them different, okay, from each other. So this way we can distinguish them, okay, by seeing their properties. So we have discussed the properties of solid, liquid and gas. Today you write it in your copy and send it.